All right, it's Cigar Saturday live here on Bourbon Blanc. Matty Rock joining us from New Jersey. Also joining us from New Jersey, Chef John Iachetti. They're live from Iachetti's Kitchen. How's it going, John?
I'm doing great. Thanks for having me. We're really
It's my
excited
brother from
about
another mother right there, man. In
this.
home base of Glen Rock, baby.
Yeah,
Absolutely,
it's
right there in
Yes,
Glen
sir.
Rock.
tucked away like 20 miles from Manhattan, and we're just enjoying ourselves tonight.
He's actually in the kitchen. It's a busy Saturday night there. We appreciate you taking some time to join us. At Iachetti's Kitchen, what's been happening there? How's business been?
Things are starting to move. People are feeling good, and the chefs are working right now, so you're going to hear some banging. And I have to tell you, we're getting through this COVID. People are starting to feel good again. As long as we're safe and really taking care of everybody. But it's great, really good. We were lucky enough, though. We were able to get the support from the towns, and we revamped the menu, reinvented what we do, and do takeout and family meals. And now our wood oven's up and running, and doing all our food out of there. And I think, Maddie, the other day you were in, right? You picked up a couple
I
things.
made sure I taste tested everything, Tom. So it's the
Yeah.
best. As soon as he sees my face, he's like, "It's meatball time." That's the first thing we got to do. And everything's awesome, but he knows. I'm like, we got meatballs. We got meatballs.
It's so cool because with this wood oven, Sal makes the mozzarella. So he's pulling the mozzarella in the back. He puts it in this ironclad dish that he fires in the oven. And I'm going to try to get us a picture of the oven. Hold on a minute. Let me see if I can. I'm walking around a little bit. And it comes out with a broccoli rabe salad and roasted peppers. It's so cool. Let's see what you can get. Let's see what we. Can you see it okay? Can you?
There we go.
Now it's
I feel
coming
like
up.
heat from
There
the
it
oven.
is.
Look, warming
Did
up
you get
my
a
hands.
look at it?
Maddie's getting warm.
Warming up my hands.
There it is. Sorry,
Wow.
guys.
That looks
That's where
amazing.
the magic starts, baby.
Amazing. And Maddie's told me how great that you're really known for your meatballs and so many other items.
Well, like I said, I'm lucky because a lot of the recipes are family recipes. Like they're my Aunt Lena's meatballs that we work on. My mom makes these eggplant balls. I told you about Chef Sal's mozzarella. And
Look at that.
and
Tell him about that
also
new mozzarella platter. That new
the
mozzarella.
that's what you had,
Oh.
right? With the grilled bread,
Yep.
with the pecorino romano that we shared to the table. It was cool, right?
Yeah, I mean everything that you get in there, full of flavor. And like I said, it's both important things, right? To really have a successful restaurant, it's the front of the house and the back of the house, right? So it's the food. So everybody, John's a sweetheart. Everybody who works there is amazing, and the food. I mean, you can't real. There's not a lot of places to go toe to toe with this food. So when you have both sides that could run a business like that, you're going to keep coming back and back and back.
I would love to be able. Maybe that's our next thing. Maybe we do be able to do like a bourbon dinner, a bourbon and fire dinner. That could be pretty cool.
I'd love it. It's a bourbon pairing with a fire and all that. And you were saying also I'm in Indiana. Part of the time you have you do some things with nightclubs. You help open nightclubs.
Yeah, I mean, Feinstein's at Hotel Carmichael in Carmel would be a great place. It's a really cool supper club that Michael Feinstein performs at next to the Palladium. And the chef there is absolutely fantastic. But between Kelly Nichols, who runs the place, and Jamie Hopwood, we could do a great dinner there.
I love
Count
it.
me in. I'm flying in, without a doubt.
We'll do
One
it.
and
We'll do
done.
it. I love it. I've heard about this place. I haven't been yet, but sounds fun. What got you into the nightclub area of this?
I'm sorry, I lost you there for a second.
All right. How did you get involved with the nightclubs?
Oh, it's so funny because I'm being trained as a chef in the hotels for years,
Right.
and I always, you can cook, you run your staff, but I realized that food and beverage and music go hand in hand, and then when you add cordials and bourbon and whiskey, it's like all these planets colliding. It's like the perfect storm. And I said, you know what? I need to do this. And that's when I knew that music really would drive food and beverage sales. And decided that I would work on booking talent. And that's when I opened up these clubs. And and became the brand manager with Michael. And I'm lucky. I have a great performer that I'm able to work with, and we bring people to all the clubs. But it's awesome. That's the chef in me, right? It's really cool. I'm lucky.
Yes, that is incredible. So you have the one in Carmel up near Indianapolis, and you have some others as well.
Yeah, so the way it works. It's a creative licensing deal, and Carmel Fine Signs at Hotel Carmichael in Carmel, Indiana. We have Fine Signs at the Nico in San Francisco, right outside Union Square, which is an awesome club. And then we have another great club called Fine Signs at Vitello's in L.A. And it's the old jazz club that Brad Rowan opened up, and we put Michael's club on top, and it's just absolutely fantastic. So
I see a lot of fun events coming up in the future, then, gentlemen.
Count me in. Whatever I can do, I will do anything. But it'll be a lot of fun.
I know a guy who's got some bourbon. I know a guy who's got some cigars.
Yep.
I think I smell some fun. I think we all needed that for the last 2 years.
We would love to do some bourbon flights. Just tell us what. I mean, they get it. What we learned though. Audiences and music audiences clamor for this, right?
Oh
they
yeah,
want to sit down. They want to see the flights. They want to be educated, like what you do. I mean, it'll be great.
Absolutely.
Yep. People like experientials, man, and by putting all that stuff together, you've created the ultimate experiential for everybody.
Yes, every element of it. Do you ever infuse whiskey or any alcohol into your cuisine? Do you ever do that?
Yeah, well, besides the regular desserts, we do this great chocolate pudding with Angel's Envy, which is awesome, right?
Ooh, wow.
But we used to do this great dish with flank steak that we marinate with espresso and bourbon, and chef will finish it at a high heat, right? You got to char it, right?
Right.
So it's super charred. All the sweetness comes out, and he'll take his grilled vegetables at that point that come out of the oven. And the last second, he'll just put a little cognac on top. It's really good. Like the days we used to keep flambe tableside, he'll do it right here in the kitchen. So it's a cool little dish. But that could be a great fire dinner for us.
That is cool. That sounds really good. I'd love to do that. Love to try some of that. And then you said the Angel's Envy is in your pudding, you said?
It's in the chocolate pudding. Yeah.
Chocolate pudding.
So, it's making a chocolate creme anglaise, cooling it, and then making the pudding out of it. So you're separating egg whites with egg yolks, adding your sugar, you're tempering it, mixing it together, and then you do a separate whipped cream, and then you add the Angel's Envy into it. It's almost like making a fudge, almost like fondant is what you do. Make truffles out of it, same way. It's really cool.
Tom's typing on his other computer right now. He's
I
on
like it.
Expedia looking to play.
Send me an address. We'll get some out to you, I promise.
You can send the pudding?
Yeah, we'll send it. It'll be fine. Once I put dry ice in it, it'll be perfect.
Oh, I'd love it. Thank you.
Yeah, you'll text me your address. I'll take care of it.
No one has ever sent me pudding, so I would.
Oh, really?
That would
There
be
you
really
go.
nice.
Cool.
First ever. I would.
Keep things special around here. See,
Matty, that would be quite an unboxing video.
And Matty, you throw a cigar into it, then you got a winner, right?
Yes, sir.
We're outside. We'll have to smoke it outside though, which is great with a fire pit, because we're not smoking indoors in New Jersey.
Yeah, we could, but we don't want the men in blue and the fire truck to show up. So yeah, we got to be a little bit careful about that.
Oh, I love it. I love it. And again, the Iacchetti's Kitchen you've had for how long? How long have you had it?
Well, we opened in 2018,
right?
And as it's a small little 60-seat American restaurant. Our name's deceiving because we're not traditional Italian food, but we're really American food, and we want you to feel like you're eating in our house. Like we want to take care of you. We just want you to enjoy yourselves.
And I can promise you, Tom, I've been there at least 36 times. It's exactly like that. Like I said, not just a great chef, but a great host. All of his people are great. People who work for him are great. And like I said, the accessibility to know that you have that kind of food. Now we're talking literally in my backyard. Speaking in backyard, we have Mr.
Hello, Sanj.
Hello.
Good to see you.
How are you?
Perfect. How are you? Perfect.
Can't complain.
So, John, the next cigars that I was talking to you about that you're going to be trying was a project. I'm actually smoking one right now that was done by Sanj called the P1014, which is a Dominican Puro. So it's got a lot of natural. So when we're talking about foods and things that you pair with, It has a lot of natural sweetness to it. When you get about a quarter through it, you get the sweet raisins and everything else. So you could already kind of get your mind moving into what you would pair with that. Sanj can give you a little bit of better background on the stick.
Yes.
He is the curator of it.
Fantastic.
So
Yes. And still a lot of great receipt. It's been out now for what is it, 2 weeks? You've had it in the store?
yeah, so European market didn't even hit. We're working on European market, and we launched it on January 7th here for our 30th anniversary. Relaunched it, and from January 7th to now, we sold over 40,000 cigars.
Oh, that's great.
So our retail partners that we were going to do 100 shops in U.S. Now we decided to do only 35 shops because we want to keep them, loaded with cigars, right?
Wonderful.
So everything this industry has done, in my eyes, wrong for 30 years, we're correcting it. So we're not giving product just to anyone, for sake of having our product in their shop. No.
Right.
So we want to make sure that they have product 24/7, 365 days. So all the shops are very, very, very carefully selected. And also, every shop have 35-mile, 40-mile radius protection.
Wonderful.
So, we will start shipping to our retail partners Monday. Some partners in New Jersey got it nationwide. We're shipping it Monday. Most of them, we're not going to be able to fulfill the order. So we're doing everybody half order for now. And then in 2 weeks, our containers coming in, and then we'll, rock and roll.
Excellent. So
You got it.
such a great job, Sanj. Well done.
I popped my head in. Like I said, there's 3 different sizes right now. My favorite thing, we've been talking about every episode since we've been doing it on the Lancero. I did not cut. Again, that's how good the draw is in that. This is pinched.
Yep.
And here's the ash that I got in this. Like I said, I'm about that quarter-way mark again. So you get the sweet, subtle hints of raisin and sweetness and sweet woods on it. So, John, that'll give you an idea. Like I said, what you would pair that with or what drink. So, Tom, not sure what you would pair with it. You've smoked them before. What would be your poison?
We tried it. I know with the Pure Lips when I was there before, the rye whiskey. I thought it was with the flavors it has already, the rye whiskey, the spice, the fruit it has. It came together so nicely. But I think it could go well with so many cocktails and whiskeys. I think it really could. And
I see John already thinking what to pair it with food. He's like,
I'm sorry, guys. I'm just pulling some food down. But I have to tell you, we do this. It's so funny as I'm hearing you talk. We do this great, like a blackened bourbon chicken on the bone.
Ooh.
That you, because it's marinated actually in bourbon. That's what we do. We brine it that way. So it comes out of the brine with bourbon, bay leaf, black pepper, and it's got a little ginger in there. That would go great with that.
Yes.
Yep, there you go. That's something that snaps. So when I come in before I leave, Chef, Sanj will have some sticks for you to try, and then you can we can think of a way to razzle dazzle with the kitchen, and then Tom could think about what to pair with that. See, we've already got the dinner halfway there in 5 minutes. All right.
It was this quick. I love it. I love it. So is there any food that Sanj likes doing it with? What does he like to have it as far as food goes?
So, Tom, I always say, right, I don't drink alcohol. So, and, as you know, I'm vegetarian. So
Right.
My whole thing is, I don't like when people pair stuff, right? So Chef over there, if you go to his restaurant, if Chef makes you a tuna dish, I'm sure Chef don't want you to put any peppers or anything on it. He wants you to taste it the way he created, and that's the way he wants you to taste it, right? So for us as a consumer, who the fuck are we? Challenge his, talent, right? So to me, I don't like to pair it. I always tell people that you should, the way it's created, you should eat it, drink it, or smoke it the way it's created. The way, Chef wants you to taste his dish, you should put, very first episode, I said, if you go to diner, you're going to see salt and pepper, right? But if you go to, somebody like Chef's restaurant, you're not going to see any of that because he wants you to taste exactly what he created for you. And that's the beautiful thing about it. So I don't like when people pair stuff. I think it's, you killing both people, the creator of the product, you're killing it, and you're killing your own self. by not enjoying the way chef made it for you. And to me, I don't like to pair it. I mean, listen, I have different cigars that I smoke according to my mood. So, you know, everyone knows every first cigar in the morning is still, you know, Davidoff Millennium. That's my first cigar every day. And then in between, I smoke what I smoke. But since SP's round, I can't actually go into any other cigars than SP, you know. So to me, and it's a lot of people feel that way. That smoke, even like European market, as you see on social media, they're killing it. And they don't have a single cigar. All we did is sample. So to me, I never recommend people to pair anything, you know, whether it's a food, it's, you know, cigars, it's alcohol, you know, people who create these things spend a lot of time. Chef comes out with some specialty dish in his restaurant. He spent a lot of time, you know, sleepless nights, right? So then, you know, here we are putting fucking, you know, black pepper on it. No, eat it the way, you know, he wants you to eat it. Taste my cigar the way I want you to taste it. And that's
Just
a
do it.
simple
You
thing.
like the pureness, the purity of it, right?
Yeah, absolutely. And that is the business, you know. The tobacco should be smoked in a pure form. Again, you know, people are going to do what they do behind closed door. I can't tell them anything. But my advice to them, I want you to smoke it by itself. And then if you want to go and experiment with other stuff, then knock yourself out.
Yeah. Well, that's why I think about it. You hear people say, "Did you smoke something on a clear palate?
Right.
Did you drink something on a clear palate? Did you taste something on a clear palate?" So I'm sure, like I said, when John is back there creating or Sanj is creating, everything's done on a clear palate. So there's nothing interfering with the food and what you think it's going to taste like. Because as we know, anything can change how food's going to taste. You have a cigar that's too strong, it's going to numb some stuff. You have whiskey that's too strong, it's going to numb some of your taste and everything else. So that's where you hear the classic phrase, "Do it on a clean palate." And I think it's everybody who creates, or whether it be food or drink or tobacco, likes the whole idea of a clean palate. So everything is fresh, right?
Yeah, I think that's is a good point. I mean, I enjoy pairing, but I also enjoy the idea of just doing it neat. People ask me, "How do you try this whiskey?" When you first try a whiskey or a spirit, do you put it on the ice? Do you put a little water with it? I just do it neat whenever I first try it, you know. Yeah. So this is good points. I always appreciate the perspectives. And again, we're talking with any questions at all for Chef John Iachetti. We're talking with Chef John from Iachetti's Kitchen, and make sure that you follow them on Instagram and Twitter and Facebook, all the great places they are, and also look at their website there on iachettis.com. It's just right there in Matty and Sanj's neighborhood, isn't it? It's right there for you guys.
It's literally in my backyard. It's 35 minutes from Sanj's shop and 10 minutes from Sanj's house. So yep. So
Nice.
It's all walking distance, right, pal? Thanks, Matty.
If I wasn't husky, I could probably walk it, but since I'm husky, I take the car. Yeah.
Please don't talk to me about being husky.
So you know, for husky lifestyle, you know, we cruise slowly into the parking lot, and like I said, the atmosphere of it, everything is just great. It's such a good place. You always feel at home. And like I said, Dina likes to get up, move, and run around. And John, you see, Dina will sit still, chill, enjoy. Dina's like, eat, leave. Dina's happy just to chill.
Yep. That was that went on the other night. It was great. It was perfect.
Yep. And it was a full house. And like I said, you always feel like you're at home. And I think that's such an important piece of the business that's missing. You can go to restaurants that have really, really fine product. The plating is beautiful. The food is great. But they miss that element where you get to connect with your customer. John goes to every single table, remembers every single person's name, and that's that's the old school style that's missing when you have that ability to connect with your customer. Because again, my favorite word, we're up to our 100th episode, and I use it every episode, is experiential. When you have something, or you go something, or you're part of something, it's about what the entire experience you get out of it, right? And when you go to John's place, you get that full experiential. So I can't say enough about it.
Thanks so much. And like I said, I'm lucky. I have a great staff, and especially nowadays, it's hard to find the right people. And as we all know, it's a tough market right now. But I'm lucky, and they stay with us, and they work hard, and our customers look for them, and that's the name of the game. It really is. And you
Yeah.
have to have fun. We're lucky, like we're having fun. That's the key.
What do you as the outlook, for all restaurant owners, as we look toward a better 2022, what are your predictions? I know it's been tough for you guys with both restaurant owners in general, for both the restaurants and staffing. What do you predict? What are you looking forward to?
Yeah, I see it getting better. I see
Yeah.
people are going out, and in regards to staff, we just have to make them feel at home, make them feel comfortable. And all those little added perks. We really try to take the cooks out once every couple of weeks to a restaurant. We're closed Mondays right now, so we try to see a new restaurant every couple of weeks so they can be part of the experience, right? Because they have to understand, when you're sitting in the dining room and the server or the busser does not fill up your water glass, right, or leaves dirty plates in front of them, they have to understand that's not the way to be, right? You want them to feel like you're home. You would never do that at somebody's home, right? You're filling up their wine glass and you're clearing their plate. So we do a lot of that. It's a lot of fun. They see new places, and they really grow from that. And and the takeout business is starting to grow again, and it's all good.
I hear you're also known for your is it a Dr. Pepper barbecue sauce for
The ribs.
ribs? Tell me about that.
Oh boy, I actually forgot about that, and this is the God's honest truth. In high school, 4 of us, or 5 friends of us, all 5 of us, used to work at a place called TJ's in Paramus. It was a rib house, right? I didn't like school that much. I wasn't very good at school, but I liked to work, right? So we're 16 years old, pumping out 300-400 dinners on a Friday, Saturday night in a rib house. And we, to this day, we still do that recipe here. I've added Dr. Pepper to it, but it's a rib. It's a barbecued rib. But all my friends, Kenny and Vinny and Cheech, all of us are all in the hotel and restaurant business. We've all, 35 years later, all do this for a living. It's just amazing. It's just absolutely great.
That is incredible. Taking that story and what you all had growing up and now doing at your restaurant, that Dr. Pepper just really adds some extra flavor to it.
Yeah, it's great. People love it.
Sounds so good.
And again, it's nostalgia. It brings people back. I get to talk about it. And it reminds me of my friends when we were kids. And unfortunately, the restaurant's not here anymore.
His food is so good, Tom. It's one of the only times that he has a tapenade that comes out with the meal that has kale in it. Usually you have to sit on my chest with the pound of brick. I'm like, I'm not eating kale. There's nothing you could do. There's kale in there. I'm like, all right. See, look, I eat kale. Apparently, I eat kale now. So.
That sounds great. I love tapenades. Tapenades are beautiful, and this one has kale.
Yeah, this one has kale. We try to change it, but the key is the way you roast the carrots. You add the kale, you puree, add some olive oil. Again, we just try to be conscious of it. But if somebody wants a butter, we give them butter. We give them olive oil. But again, we just want you to feel good. And I am very appreciative of you guys. This is what we do, and I really am very appreciative of what you're doing for us. I can't wait for you to come in.
It's making me want to come there even sooner. I want to get to
have a list. Tom and I have done a list. You're on the list, brother. So it's going to be the New Jersey, New York food crawl, and Iacchetti's is in the top 5 on the list, bro.
Oh, I can't wait! I can't wait to cook for you guys.
Looking forward to it. I'm looking forward to meeting you in person, bringing some bourbon, trying your dishes. And again, everybody who's watching, Iacchetti's.com, and look up Iacchetti's Kitchen on all social media. And gosh, it's great. We appreciate you spending a little time with us behind the scenes there at the restaurant and the kitchen. I like the fact we're getting some background action there. We're actually
I'm sorry. I'm trying.
No, I like it. It has authenticity. I love this.
Yeah, you're getting
busy is great.
I'm moving between like kitchen doors, oven, bathroom doors. Sorry.
No, I like it. It makes it fun.
But yeah, I'm trying to give you there's the exit side. There we go. I just see the kitchen.
Nice.
Thanks, guys, so much. I really
thanks Thanks for joining us, Chef John. Again, everybody that is watching, make sure you like this, share this, retweet it, and be following Iacchetti's on social media, and visit Iachettis.com. And when you get near Glen Rock, visit them. Maybe you'll
Thank
see
you,
Matty
everybody.
there.
Thank you. Appreciate it. I'll see you
Cheers,
soon.
guys.
Thank you. Cheers. Thank you.
Much love, brother. You be
Much
good.
love.
I'll see you
Bye-bye.
soon.
Thanks,
Thank you.
guys. Cheers.